I've just got to unplug the camera from the box for a second because it's not picking the sound up, I don't think. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I've just plugged my wireless mic in. I've just got to unplug the HDMI and put it back in again to get the sound because it's not picking up the sound. Yeah, I've just plugged my wireless mic in. Right, we should be good now. I should have got both mics now. I can see them both. I don't know if it's going to be a bit echoey. I might have to turn one down. I'll just have to listen to it back before I can confirm what's going on. Yeah, I'll just pulling the leads out and stuff, but it should be back with you any second. Just give it a minute or two and I'll be back. There we go, should be back now. Okay, I'll just turn the front mics down a little bit, hold on. Bit of a balancing act when you first start up, you just got to get all the mics right. Hopefully that sounds a bit better now. And you're hearing the echo of my phone because I'm listening back to see what it sounds like. It'd be alright if you could hear it live when you're doing it, but you can't tell. So hopefully we're good. I'll be with you all in a minute. Just trying to sort everything else out. Right, we've got Dave in the chat, I think I just saw him post something, say something. Yeah, so Dave's in the chat, I'm here. We've got a bit of cloud around, it is starting to get dark, but we think they're probably going out around the 6 o'clock mark, but you can never tell. Let's just hope. They went out on Thursday night, there's a vehicle on the runway, bird scarer man's on the runway, so all we can do is keep our fingers crossed that that happens. So hopefully you can all hear me okay now and it's not echoing and stuff. Yeah, when you first start up, then you have to get this streaming box. It doesn't remember the settings. You have to sort of like remember what you had them at last time and try and do your best to get them how you want it. But camera's not doing too bad. It is quite dark, like I said. There's a bit of light behind above me, but with the clouds, it's getting quite dark already. It's not. There's an awful lot of cloud around the area. It was raining on the way here and I thought, I don't think it's going to work. I think we're going to have a problem, but at the moment it's staying away. So let's just see if we can get a bit more brightness on the situation. I don't want to go too mad because it's night time. We want it to be night time, so. So how's that sounding, guys? Is that alright? Is that low? Can you see okay? You can hear me okay? Cool. I can hear a noise. Yeah, I've got the front mics turned down a lot at the moment, but we've definitely got something started up. Is that alright, is it, Dave? You like that, do you? Where are you then? Like, I could have had a burger and I could have had a cup of coffee, but there's no sign of a burger van here at the moment. I always get told off. Well, we've got start-ups, guys. I can hear F-15s, I think it is. I'm not sure. It might be 35s, actually. Yeah, 35s, I think, actually. Yeah, 35s. Oh, hiya, Graham. Just as you said that, I thought, yes, 35s. When I first heard it, it sounded like 15s, but it is 35, so all good. I'm running on Starlink tonight, guys, so I asked EE today, because I've spoke to EE about the signal, and they said there was a problem with the mast here, and they believe it's fixed, but I believe it's not, because I tried to get the stream up and running with 5G and it said so they're definitely got to fix it, because that's what the problem is. They told me there's a problem in the area, they've got to get bits for it or something, so yep, that's why we're on Starlink. But I think we're going to be using Starlink from now on. It seems to be pretty stable. I'm looking at the speed now, and it's not dropped anything, so I didn't dare do 4K tonight. I thought, well, we'll keep to 1080p just in case we have a problem, but I will try 4K. I'll do some private streams, me and Dave, and just test it out, make sure that Starlink's given us what we need, and hopefully, I mean, there's a few people here actually, there's a few cars here, so but that's not affecting me anymore, so they can have as much bandwidth as they want. Just before we really start, I have some bad news to tell you guys. I lost my dog last week, so Friday was an absolute nightmare. Last week we unfortunately had to put our little girl down, which was very, very upsetting for me, and I'm still really upset about that now. And then Friday we came and we had a bit of a catastrophe. The camera fell off the top of the roof, so I was going to go live, but we had a bit of an issue with the camera falling off the roof and done a little bit of damage. The camera's fine. That shows how good this camera is. It's indestructible, I think. But the camera's good. But the tripod was demolished. I have got a new tripod. But yeah, it's one of those things, I suppose. It's just that happens sometimes. But hopefully no more, because I can't keep affording to buy new cameras. But there we go. That's one of them things. But like I said, my little girl went last week, and yeah, I was pretty. I wasn't sure whether I was going to go Friday or not, but I came up here just to try and keep my mind busy. But yeah, so that's that one out of the way, bless her. And a rainbow came down the same day she went, so that was her way of saying goodbye. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was pretty sad, and it still is, unless the house is not the same without her, and her little brother is wondering where she is. So yeah, it's a sad day, but she'd want me to carry on and be happy. So bless her. Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, guys. It's like one of your family, isn't it? And she was definitely one of my family. Do you know what I mean? She's my little girl. She come up here a couple of times with me, and I've walked around up here and stuff. And she didn't care about the planes. They both didn't. They didn't care at all. So yeah, she'll be sorely missed. Bless her. So, because some of you may, because I did say I was going to stream Friday, and like I said, I didn't get here until really late, and a lot of everything had mostly gone out. Then some F-35s went out. I went to record them and I walked away from the van, and next thing I knew the camera was on the floor. So that was another disaster. So last week was a full disaster. So hopefully this week is going to be better. Can't get any worse anyway. Now I've got to be really careful because I've got wires around here. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on, but every time I plug my charger into the top of the roof, it keeps blowing a fuse. So it's blown a fuse again, but I have got a spare battery up here. I don't see them being out, you know, silly long tonight, so we shouldn't have no issues with the battery going flat tonight. But if it does, the screen's going to go black. But as soon as I notice it do it, I've got another battery up here that I can switch over to. But I think we'll be all right. I'm just going to move a few things away from my feet because I'm taking it. They're going from this end. It looks like what the wind. When I saw the windsock, it looked like they're going from this end. So that'll be good for the afterburners. But when they come back in, I'm going to be tripping over stuff. So I'm going to have to just have a bit of a housekeeping up here because I don't want to trip over stuff in the dark. So I'm just going to do that first, and then we'll get onto it. That's really strange because it hasn't blown the fuse, but when I plug stuff in, it turns everything off. So there's too much power going through it. So I'm going to have to have a look and see what's going on there. I think I'm going to have to go straight into the inverter. But anyway, like I said, we've got enough power tonight. It's just be a longer live stream would cause me issues where I'd have to change batteries over. But I have got another one here, so we should be all right. It's a bit tidier. Starlink's whirring away and flashing away. Just got to make sure the tripod's unlocked. I believe it is. Just going to set this up a little bit. Make sure I can move. Yeah, we're all good on that side. And there's a beautiful view of Lakenheath with the moon above it. got to free that off a little bit. Sorry, that's making you sick. I want to be able to trace them up the wrong way. So we have got a buy me a coffee link, but we haven't got it in the chat as normal. I keep forgetting to put it in there. Can either Dave, can you copy and paste the link into the chat, or copy it off one of the other live streams and put it into the chat? Or one of the other mods can do that, maybe? We like YouTube, but they take all the money. Just going to move the tripod again, just a little bit. That's just a little bit in my way for when I have to move around, so I'm just going to move that a bit. Hopefully we're good now. I wanted to get live as quick as possible, but I knew I'd have a little bit of time to set a few things up while I'm up here, so hopefully you can hear them coming down. If you, Sally, if you go to one of the other live streams, I believe it's in the Watersham one. It might be in the Watersham one, and copy and paste it from there. I don't know if you can do that or not. If not, I can do it. But I think Dave will be good if he's still there. Let me have a look and see if I can find it in the description. Hold on. Well done, Jonathan. I literally just had it. Tell you what, it's flipping dark. I can only just make them coming out down there. But here they come. Right, I better concentrate on what I'm doing. Might be a little bit grainy because I've got the ISO turned up quite a lot at the moment, but because I just want to get them a bit lighter on the pad for you. But when they go out, I'll turn it down a bit. We've got a few coming down. Tell you what, it's really dark over there, I can't see them. I can only see the lights. There's quite a few coming down. I'm just going to swap the mics over so you can hear them better than you can hear me. Can you hear me now? How's that sound? Is that all right? Yeah, we've got to come down from the other end as well, so just trying to listen back. That's good. We'll leave it like that. No more touching. Should be better now. And they're now coming down from the other end. I'm just listening back to it and trying to adjust it so it's perfect both ways. Get ready, guys. Don't worry, you'll hear them take off. Some more. ready? think that's all of them gone from the pad. And some more over here, quite a few more over here. More coming. Roast them. the show tonight, guys. Well, I'm John for 9 and just saw I haven't been looking at the chat, so I've turned the brightness right up, so I might make it a little bit hazy, but I just wanted to see if I could get them come on over the pad. Don't forget, I've got a buy me a coffee link in the description or in the chat. I'll have to pin it if I can. Keep my hands warm. Not that Dave's here, of course, but his chicken down is at home. Well, I think he is anyway. We've still got some over this side and there's more coming now. Trying to run off. There we go. Light him up. goes quiet. Ish. Oh, my phone was turned up all the whole time, so I don't know if it echoed that, but oh, that was good. I don't know how many there was, but there was a fair few. Let's hope some double carrots go out. That was pretty intense, that was. It's really difficult because you can hardly see them. You can only make out the green lights and the side lights when they're flashing. The camera's doing a good job. I was noticing on the monitor I can actually see the outline of the planes this year, so that's a bit better, but I didn't turn the ISO up when they were in the sky. I think I could have picked them properly out. Oh, we got some night shifters in the house, I see. You might be hearing me back twice because I'm just listening on my phone to make sure the speakers are working or the mic's working. We've got lights over there in the distance with something, but it's in the clouds. I can't actually see it. The camera's picking up, I think, but I can't see that. Yeah, it's in the clouds, wherever that is over there. Dear me, it's a bit chilly here tonight, but we're climbing up towards the 8,000 mark. We need another. What is that? I can't see what it says. It doesn't actually say. It only says 9.1, but I think it's more than that. We don't need that many more. So get sharing, get liking, get subscribing. Got 100 likes now, I see. There's quite a few people walking past, swearing. Sorry about that. No, I ain't touching nothing. That sounds good, looks good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I looked on a radar app a little while ago and saw some foons are out. There's something else down the other end, but I can't make out what it is. I don't know if there's 15s down there and coming over, but they don't normally come that way, so I don't know what it is. It might be a vehicle down the other end. Yeah, I should imagine. I think I saw some tankers earlier go out. See you later. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's 7.9.92. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, if we can get up to 8,000 subscribers, that'd be good. Maybe we'll make it tonight. Maybe we won't, but we'll see. Yeah, hopefully some F-15s are going to go out as well. I don't know. I haven't really spoke to Dave today, so I know everything went out late, so that's why we thought that they were going to go on late tonight, and that's why I posted what I did. So, but I hadn't. I've had a bit of a hectic day today, so I haven't really had a chance to speak to Dave until sort of late on to see what was happening. So that's why I didn't say what was going on, because I didn't know, to be honest with you. So, but I assumed it was going to be tonight. So the clocks changed, didn't they, at the weekend? So here we are. This is what happens normally. But on, I found a post yesterday that said 17th of November. So I don't know if that means they're going to go for a couple of weeks on lates or what, but I'm not sure. I can still hear them in the distance. Everybody's just disappearing now, so it's going to be quiet up here in a minute. Everybody's going away now. I've seen all them go out.
Flick socks. With fingerless gloves are
It's actually not as cold tonight as it was during the day. It's not too bad up here tonight. I know last year I was flipping freezing up here at the odd night where the frost, it was a little bit later on in the year, wasn't it? It's like November time, and my tripod stuck to the roof a few nights and my fingers were like absolutely frozen. I mean, I'm not going to tell you it's warm up here. It's certainly not warm, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be absolutely freezing. I was looking forward to it and not looking forward to it, but yeah, it's not that bad. It's definitely dark though. It's a lot of cloud. There's not. There's a lot of low cloud, so I think later on in the week it's supposed to be a few clear nights, but then the trouble is when it's clear, it's colder. So yeah, I always say I can't control the ads, unfortunately. The streaming box don't allow me to, so unfortunately. They dictate what goes out. So if I could turn them down a bit, I would. Obviously, we need to have some ads because obviously we have to gear. So, but I hope that they don't put too many on. Yeah, I've seen a lot of tankers go over our house today. So there's been a bit going on today, but I haven't really paid much attention. I think I spent 4 hours on the phone to EE this afternoon trying to sort out what was going on with the signal and ending the contract with that. And yeah, so I was on the phone to them for ages, so that was a flipping nightmare. But they did tell me there is a problem with the antenna here, so that's why we had that problem last week, which was a flipping nightmare because we missed quite a lot of action, and it's just a pain when that happens. So at least we got the other one sorted out, got Starlink now, and I think we should be jitter free. It looks like it's been behaving itself all night, so I will try and do a 4K stream. Like I said, I'm gonna do some private ones and share it with Dave and see if it buffers. So I'll just leave it running for a little while, and if it buffers, then we'll know we can't do that. But I think it will. To be honest with you, I did do a practice one with Starlink last week on 4K and it worked alright. It didn't seem to buffer, but what I worry about is obviously when the 35s go out, they always seem to interfere with everything anyway, and I just don't want to lose the stream. So 1080p is working at night. You're not going to see mega details in the night time anyway. So I can never see what people say on the last thing, Sally, because the heart thing's in the way. It sounds like there's something coming in behind me. There's something going over the top. Oh, you're talking about Dave. I don't know if he is or not. Or he was. I think he came in with another name. Yeah, they're above me, but they're very, very high up. Yeah, well, we can't help it if that's what YouTube's doing, unfortunately. But the only way I can stop that is by streaming through OBS. But it's just something else to have a laptop up here, whereas this streaming box just works. You just press go and it goes. So you know, that's just so much easier. Less stuff to carry and less stuff to put on the roof and everything. So I don't want massive cables going down into the van and things like that. So fortunately, it's just what we have to do. But you know, nothing's free. Nothing comes for free, so unfortunately that's just what we have to do. But I don't want to spoil the the stream for you guys. I don't want too many ads, but I can't, like I said, I can't control that. So yeah, strange, Johnny, that someone else was saying that, but I think YouTube is doing a few weird things because there's another channel I watch, and he's been saying that people that he's getting people to unsubscribe, and they're not physically doing it themselves, and so there's lots of weird things going on. And I know another channel, a friend of mine, he done a video on Windows 11, how to get Windows 11 on an older system, and he got a copyright strike for it, and a community strike for it, and he's trying to challenge it, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So a bit weird, but that's what happens, and sometimes YouTube does do some strange things, but that's out of all of our control. You know, at the end of the day, it's their platform, and if they choose to do it, they choose to do it, don't they? So not a lot you can do about it, unfortunately. I've been victim to it last year where the channel got took down, so there's nothing you can do. I protest or whatever, but you know, they at the end of the day, it's down to them. Well done, Darren. Yeah, I'm gonna make some more emojis and stuff. I just haven't got round to it because obviously what happened last week and stuff. So when I get a bit more time, I've got a few things I've got to do at home first. Get sort of got a little bit behind last week with things, and winter's coming obviously, so I want to try and sort of finish the garden off, get it all ready for winter, and a few other bits, and paint the house before Christmas. So I've got a lot to do. So and I've got my my back injection thing in a few weeks' time as well. So I'm hoping that ain't going to put me out of action. I think hopefully it's going to make everything 10 times easier for me. Yeah, that's right, Jonathan. It's a bit weird that I mean, my friend, he obviously contacted them, and he said that the responses he was getting sounded like it was an AI sort of person, like replying. He said it didn't seem human, and I said to him, reach out to Twitter, because they tend to talk to you on there, and because that's what I've always done. If I had a problem with YouTube, I've gone to Twitter and asked them to sort it that way, and they normally do. So yeah, it's just AI's taken over everything, and it's smart, but it's not smart as a human yet. There's still a few people here. There might be some bears in the woods. There might be some wolves because the moon's out. I just noticed, Nick, is that triple Nick? Because I noticed that you're hidden for some reason. I don't know why you are. I noticed that this afternoon, and I don't know what the situation was for that. So if it is you, then I don't know why you're hidden from the channel, to be honest with you. I don't know if someone was having a disagreement or something. I don't really know, or someone accidentally done it. But yeah, I noticed that his name was. If it ain't him, I noticed his name's been put in a hidden file. So. Well, we've had a lot of F-35s go out. I'm hoping all the F-15s are going to go out, but I can't hear nothing at the moment. So all I can hear is F-35s flying around. I don't seem to have gone out too far because there's a rumble constantly. But hopefully we're going to see. Yeah, I can put him back in because I don't know why he's not, but I can't do it now. I just noticed it earlier on. And I thought to myself, I meant to ask actually why, if anybody knew why he'd been hid, because I didn't do it, so I don't know who did. Yeah, I'm alright, Gary. How are you, mate? Are you alright? 21, was it? It did seem like a lot. I lost count after I got down onto the pad because I couldn't see them anyway, and having to follow them, or you lose count of them. But now, nobody say there's anything above the base, please, because we don't want all hell to break loose tonight. Good, Gary. Well done. Nice to hear. Yeah, it's all gone quiet now, but we had 21 F-35s go out, so that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot for normal for Lakenheath, to be honest. This brings some a little bit of wide angle to the base, a bit more light that way, and you can see the moon as well. I've just got to keep an eye on things. Sometimes they creep up behind you. You hear them flying around. Next thing you know, they're right behind you and they're coming in. So obviously not going to be coming in just yet, but there we are. I can hear them all around the edge of the base. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. There's definitely some above us. Yeah, they're coming around. They sound so awesome when they're that high up. I'm taking it the sound of them going out was decent and loud. So I have turned the front mics down a little bit, and I thought that I can hear them on my microphone, but I weren't sure if you was hearing what you should have been hearing. I know I touched everything like I always do, move things around, and I know at some stage you couldn't hear me, but now hopefully you can properly. It's really finicky. This streaming box is excellent, but if you don't get it exactly right, then you either get an echo, or you can't hear me, or the planes are really low. You just got to you have got to play with it a little bit to get it how you want it. Everybody's going. It's all good. I can see a few cars, but there's not many people here now. It's not like last year when I was on my own completely all the time. That's really eerie when there's no one actually here at all, and it's really dark. Cool. And obviously last year we had the magical lights above the trees. I think you can see them alright. This camera is definitely loads better than the last one when I was doing nights, because I can see loads more than I couldn't before. So and I ain't even trying to pull the light up more, but yeah, they keep coming over the top and then going off again. So they're not far away. Obviously I've got the ISO up a little bit, so it does break the picture up a little bit, but oh, we've got a fire engine or something going on. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know if it's on the base or outside of the base, I'm not sure. Still no Andrew. I still heard nothing. I don't know if anybody else has. Still not heard anything. Tiger demo team, how are you? Yeah, well, I don't know what I saw last year, but there were pretty strange things going on, and there's people still talk about it all the time now. And there's somebody I know that is writing a book all about what happened last year, and he gets information about what's going on all the time. And there's been some strange things said about what happened last year and who it was and everything else. That went from Russian apple pickers to whatever. So yeah, there's, you know, and there's definitely a high sort of security on the base at the moment. And obviously, when I was at Wattersham, they were telling me, you know, asking who I was, and was saying that, you know, the security there has been sort of stricken up a bit as well. So yeah, we live in some funny times. Oh, there's an ambulance, I think it was going across. It weren't a fire engine, but yeah. Yeah, so we're at Lakenheath on Suffolk, Norfolk, Cambridge border sort of thing. Yeah, Friday's closed for Halloween. Yeah, they tend to, what they do on lates is they will go out during the day, but they go out a bit later. So if you expect them to go out at 7 o'clock, don't come at 7 o'clock in the morning, because they won't be going out. They'll be going out possibly 9:30, 10, around that area, maybe sometimes later. But you don't get as many during the day as what you do normally. And then obviously we've had 20 odd F-35s go out. I'm hoping we're going to see some 15s tonight, but I'm not sure how long they're actually out for tonight. I should imagine 8 o'clock, but Sports Day, is it? Sports Day, Halloween. They're going to run around with pumpkins on their heads. Yeah, I can still hear planes around the area. You do hear the typhoons when they come sort of close-ish this way. You can definitely tell the difference. You can hear them, but I've never seen one come over here before. But I've seen a few over my house, but never seen them come right over here. But they do get close. I believe they have landed here before in the past, from what I've been told, but it's very rare. Yeah, the Apache was flying over me on the way here as I come through the Thetford Forest, and the Apache went over the top. I've seen them come across the runway here a couple of times. I filmed it last year, one coming right along the runway, which is a pretty rare sight. I'm not sure if they're now coming in or not. They keep coming really close and then going off again. Just while I'm waiting for them, I'm just going to have a quick drink, because first to work. It's good to be back on doing late, so it's good. I don't know if any of you guys have got a Starlink, but Starlink makes a really weird noise. It makes like this whirring noise, and when I first put on the roof, I didn't know it did that, and that was like making this weird noise. I think, what on earth is that noise? And I couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from. Then I realised the Starlink was doing it. But tonight it started doing it, but it's stopped now. So I don't know why it does that, but when it first starts up, it makes a real strange high-pitched noise. Can't see nothing coming out of Mildenhall tonight because there's too much cloud, I think. But there's vehicles driving around down the other end. I can't see. I can't really see anything in the sky at the moment. The clouds are quite low. It is quite dark, so. Yeah. You're welcome to come and have a go if you want, Brian. If you want, make sure you get your hat and clothes. And I've got thermal trousers on because I thought it was going to be flipping freezing. I think that's probably why I'm not so cold, because I learnt my lesson from last year. The first night I come here, I was absolutely freezing, and then my wife said you're going to have to wear some thermals if you're doing that. So I've got gloves, I've got a hat, but I haven't got them on at the minute. But it's not really cold. But this morning when I went outside, I was absolutely freezing, and I thought, oh, if it's late tonight, I'm going to be so cold. But that actually isn't that bad tonight. Shouldn't be silly long before sun start to come back, because they did go out. It was about 6 o'clock, wasn't it? So maybe before that. So we might start getting trickles coming back, or I don't think they're all going to come back at once because they all went out in like groups, didn't they? So. Yeah, the Starlink's now starting to make that weird noise again now. Now I said it won't do it, it's starting to do it again. Don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but... One thing I forgot to do is get my head torch. I don't know, I think it's in my bag, but it's so flipping dark here. When you try and pack up, you can't see anything. I'd like double check that you've got everything before you go. Yeah, Starlink's definitely making a weird noise. Keep trying to look behind me to make sure they ain't coming in by, because they sometimes, like I say, they creep up on you when they come over Brandon, and if the wind's in the other direction, you don't see them until they literally hear. Yeah, make sure you get cups of tea before they come back. I don't think we're going to see any F-15s tonight, but I can hear something running over there, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if Graham's still here, if he can hear anything that end. I can hear something running, but it doesn't sound like 15. Yeah, it gets quite dark here, even though the lights are the base. That's the only things you can see around. That is the actual part of where Lakenheath is. It is quite a dark area. You can see the lights of Bury St Edmunds in the distance, but only like a slight orange glow. But it is really dark here. And a lot of trees around the area, so it does make it a bit darker that way. If I was engine test, I thought I could hear something, but I couldn't make out what it was. If I go over that area, you can just about make out the glow over there of Bury St Edmunds. I think it's coming through on the camera. And then you've got Brandon behind us. You can see that a little bit, but otherwise it's generally quite dark here. Even the camera struggle to when it goes into the dark bit, it struggles to focus until it gets back onto there again. Make us a cup of tea, Graham. Bring it round, will you? Dave's chickened off. He don't want to come out in the cold. He's been here all day, I suppose. Poor old boy. I didn't bring a flask today. I bought a cold drink, but no, I didn't bring no coffee. So normally, my wife normally makes me a flask up or something so it's warm. But we've just been so busy today. I didn't really, I weren't sure it was coming or not. So it was just like a last minute thing, sort of dash out the door. I did have a curry though. It was extra hot, so that's kept me warm, I think. Probably that'll keep me warm. Yeah, they keep on coming close and then going away. There's something down Mildenhall. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up or not. Let's see if I can. There we go. Something over there, look, in the distance. That ain't too bad in the dark, is it? 5 miles away. Oop, knocked the camera off my arm. I want to focus on that. There you go. I don't know what that is, where that is. It looks a lot further away than Mildenhall actually. It's probably something on the flight path over towards Cambridge way maybe, I'm not sure, but it's a long way off. You can definitely hear the planes, they're circling the base, but at quite a different distance away. They're behind me now as well. Think they're coming. Here they come. Can't see the light yet though. It is really strange standing on the roof in the dark and you can't even see where you're putting your feet. It's weird. Oh, I just saw something up there, flashing way above the clouds. They're really up high. I'm hoping the camera's picking that noise up for you. I think it is. Oh, we got a problem now. I thought we'd lost the signal for a minute then, but it's my phone, I think. Should have my radio on. I keep forgetting to get it out. I think I've got it in my bag, but it's just too hard to see everything up here. Yeah, they're behind me somewhere now. I can hear them beside me and behind me now. Oh, I'm just going to get down from just a second. I haven't been sea fishing for years. I used to go with my granddad when I was little. I haven't been since. That was a long while ago. Keep it on the battery. Should be good. It's getting lowish. So I'll let the battery go down onto one bar, then I'm going to swap the battery over, and the stream's just going to go dark for a minute and then come back on again, but I'll let you know when I do that. Not just yet. Welcome to the ground crew. You've got emojis now. When you become a member, you've got emojis. I have made a few, but I'm going to make some more when I get a chance to do some more. Yeah, I don't know why. When I plug the charger in, it seems to stop all the power up on the roof. So it's a bit weird why it's doing that. But I'm just gonna see. I've got it plugged in still. Just gonna see if it actually does charge or not. But the lights in the switch go out. I'll do it. Just going to move the camera a minute. Yeah, it's not charging, so I don't know why it's doing it. Doesn't make sense. There's whatever that is over there still. That must be that helicopter, that Apache or whatever it is over there, because it's just sitting there. This is how it started last year, guys. Yeah, I'll do more than scream if I fall down off here. Disappeared now. You'd have heard a scream the other day when the camera fell off the roof. Yeah, I think I definitely said a few choice words, I think. Is that plane? As I couldn't make out what it was, sadly, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not looking on the radar or anything, but it sat there for quite a while. There's some more above us again. Oh, I can see them this time. I can see one above me. Don't know what that one is though. There's something going across the top of the base now. Really high up. Just going to unplug that wire. We just yeah, I think they're coming back, guys. I think. And that light's in front of us again. I've got 2 bars on the camera, so I'm going to chance that it's going to be alright. Yep, yeah, I think they're coming back. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the battery because I can't charge them up for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that thing. It's got power up here, but as soon as I plug anything into it, it's like the power's not there. So the stream's just going to go black for a second, but it'll carry on going. So I'm just going to change that over now. Then it'll come back again. There we go, we're back again. I'm going to have to get that sorted out. I think I'll have to bring an extension lead and run straight off my inverter because God knows what it's doing that. Still got a little bit of battery left on that one, and I've got another battery as well, so shouldn't be too bad. It's because I'm running a monitor on the top of the camera. I didn't really need to run that really, so I think another night I'll just run the camera because the camera don't take a lot of battery, and it's got its own battery. that won't go dead, but the stream's coming out of the monitor and going into the streaming monitor, so I'm running quite a lot of gear off one battery. So but the streaming thing has got its own battery in it, and that lasts forever. But the camera monitors, they really do take up a lot of battery. It's now starting to get a little bit chilly. The wind's starting to get up a little bit. Might be time for a hat on, I think. Yeah, I've got a little cover thing over the back of the batteries, but I could go and put the other battery on charge in the van. So I've got another inverter and everything down in there, so I could just quickly go and do that, I think, before they come back. But then I don't want to keep getting up and down on the roof, so I think I've got enough battery to last till the end of the stream. I think there's another hour, I think, before they're due to stop, so this battery should last another hour easily. You know, it's really strange how that, actually I can plug that in just the battery. I think I want to try that. The charger's definitely working, but every time I plug it into this back power unit, it goes off. So I'm just going to see if I can plug it directly in the battery up the top here and see if that works. No, it doesn't. There's definitely something going on there. I need to take that apart and have a look, because it worked the first time I used it, so now it doesn't seem to. It's like it's got some sort of a short or something on it. I don't know what's going on there. But I'll have a look at it during the day and get that sorted out. It's a bit annoying. Are you all warm, tucked up in front of your TVs and computers? Yeah. That did actually make a weird noise when I plugged it in, so there's definitely something not right there. Yeah, that's alright. I'm going to turn my heater on my van in a minute, so when I get in it, that'll be really hot. Alright, alright. I have got another power bank as well, a big power bank to charge up the batteries. But guess what? I left that at home as well. Right, I'm going to get down really slowly and hope the camera doesn't go nowhere. If you see the camera's going sideways, you know there's been a problem. It shouldn't do though. This new tripod's got massive feet on it, but it's like got rubber mats on the bottom of it. I'm hoping that it didn't shake as much when the F-35s went up the runway, but I think it was still shaking. But it seems really solid. But when the van moves around, the tripod moves, which is very disconcerting. But I have got some straps. But guess what? I've got them as well. Every time I go to go off the roof, it sounds like there's something coming. Oh well, we'll just stay with it. If it goes flat again, you know that the picture's going to go black, and then it'll come back on again. Because I have got another battery, and this one's fully charged, and the other one's still got some life in it, so we should be good. I'll just get it fixed tomorrow. I'll sort it all out tomorrow and get it so it's working. If all fails, I'll just throw up a extension lead off the front, because I've got 3 massive batteries that run off the van. And they give me 240 volt, and I've never had them go flat ever. So and I've got solar panels, but they're not really doing a lot of good at the minute. I've got to drill a hole through the roof as well to put me. So I've got me Starlink up here. I've got it on a magnet base thing, but I'm gonna drill it into the wood up here so that I can keep it up here all the time. And then I'm going to put a hole through for the cable to go down into the power unit in the van. But I'd put like an extension type lead up here. But whether it's too long or what the problem is, something's obviously got to be loose or something's not right, because that's not staying on. So I shall look at that tomorrow and see what's going on. I thought I'd fixed it because I thought the fuse had blown, but when I put a new fuse in it, got up here, the lights were on. When I plugged it in, they all went out again. But when I unplug stuff, the lights come back on. So it's obviously drawing too much current or something's loose somewhere. I think I can hear them again. I've consistently heard them since they've been gone out. They keep coming backwards and forwards, coming quite close to the base and then going away again. But they're not far away. You may be able to hear them. I don't know if the camera's picking them up or not, but they are around. Yeah, we've still got loads of battery power, so on this battery, so we're good. Yeah, I think so. I can hear them, but possibly. But it's it's like a sealed plug. Might have got some water in it because we've had a lot of rain, so it could be something. There could be something going on, but I'll have a look tomorrow and see what's going on. It definitely sounds like they're behind me now, so it shouldn't be too long. And we've got that light in the distance there again. Look. Moving quite slow, whatever that is. The only unfortunate thing about them coming in from this way, we won't see them as sharks when they come in, but I might be able to zoom down the other end and see them going back in, but there's not as many lights on down this end as what there normally is. There's normally some floodlights put in, but they don't seem to be using them this year. Because I think, if I remember rightly, the pad over there, we could see the planes on the pad when they were sitting there, but I'm having to use a lot of false light to get them to get that. Yeah, I think they're coming in, guys. I think I can see them in the distance, so we'll get ready. Yeah, I can see flashing lights low down behind me, so let's see if I can get them on the camera. God, this is going to be awkward. Oh, this is not good. There's some. I don't know if you can make them out. Yeah, I think you can. They're a bit of a long way off at the minute. They're not going to focus very well, I don't think, for a little while. There's a few over there. I might have to put it into manual focus in a little while because I'm not sure, because of how far away they are. It's not too bad at the minute, but once they get a bit closer, that'll be a better. got my flipping gloves on now, so I can't touch nothing on the dials.
You've got that 21 aircraft coming in. Yeah,
Right, it's in manual now, so I'm hoping that's focused okay. I think it is.
if it loses,
I won't expect low approaches. Yeah, it's unusual for them to do low approaches at night, so that's good. I think this one's going to as well. way off in the distance. It's quite hard to manually focus at night when they're coming in that fast.
Bring it out.
Lights everywhere over there. I hope you can see all them lights flashing. Come the spaceships. You can see them from a long way away. It's taken them a long while to get here. One's going over the top by the looks of it. I don't think I'll be able to see that. It's gone in the clouds. Yeah, there's a couple going over the top of me, but I ain't going to be able to get them. They're going straight into the clouds, so we'll just concentrate on the ones we can get. Straight over the top. Don't know if I'll be able to see it or not. There it is. We've got blue lights flashing up the other end. Yeah, I don't know what's going on up the other end, but there's a load of blue lights flashing. I'll have a look in a minute. See if these guys come in or not. See if that's why them other ones have gone off somewhere else, because there's a lot of lights flashing down there. They look like these are going to come in, but we'll just turn back round. There's a lot of blue lights down there. So I don't know if one of them's had an emergency or there's one coming in with an emergency, I'm not sure, but something's happening. Looks like the other ones are coming in though. Keep hitting the tripod with my coat. Keeps moving up. Can't see where they're going to though. There's some more coming in behind me. It's hard to tell what's going on because of the light, but something's definitely happening down there, guys. Emergency on a night flight. Can't see where they're going to. I don't know if the oh, there's an F-35 sitting there by the looks of it. I'm not sure. No. Where are they going and what are they doing? Maybe they're just doing a practice, but anyway. There's more down the other end now. There's more blue lights. I think they might be waiting for one to come in because they're all sat in a group now. We'll have a look at that in a second. Wish I had my radio on now. A lot of emergency vehicles down there. There's two more coming in behind me. Emergency on the night flight. That's a lot of emergency vehicles, guys. A lot of them there. The tripod's loosened itself up a little bit. This keeps on moving. Just going to tighten it up a little bit. Hope you count them back in. There's sharks. I'd still like to know what's going on over there though. People are watching on the TV, you might be able to make out if there's a plane there or not. I can't see it on the monitor, I can't really see if they've got anything around them or not. These tyres had it. I keep catching the tripod arm on my jacket and I keep pulling it the other way. So I'm sorry if I'm not keeping up with him very well. It's hard to see him. That's a nice sight though, seeing him go across them lights there. That's it for a minute, there's nothing more coming in for a minute. We'll just focus our attention on seeing what's going over there. I don't know if I can see if I can bring the light up a little bit, but I've had to bring the shutter speed right down, so it's just making it a bit of a blur, I think, but try and get a bit more light on it, but I think that's about as slow as I can get it without it being too degraded, but you may be able to pick something out of that, you may not. Maybe if I make it darker and the lights may pick out the plane, I don't know. But there's an awful lot going on down there. There's nothing coming in behind me yet. I don't know how many that is that's in, but I haven't looked at the chat for ages either, so excuse me for that one. Yeah, so it blurs it a little bit. I see when I'm looking at the monitor, it looks better when it's like that. But when you guys are probably looking at it, it's probably making a massive. Let me. I don't know if you can see better like that or not, but I won't look at the chat to see what looks better for you. But I'm going to have to focus it as well because I've got it on manual focus, and that was set for the planes coming in, not them. So let's see what I can do. I don't think I can get any better from down there. Let's put it back on manual and automatic and see if it will do a better job. Well, that's on automatic now. It may focus better. When I'm following the planes, I need to have it in manual because they can't keep them locked on. But yeah, I should imagine just a practice like Graham said. But oh, there's some more coming in behind me. There's a few more over there. I can see 4 or 5 of them in the distance. It's definitely rare to get low approaches at night time though, which is good for us, but we had a few. This one's coming in hot as well, I think. Alright, maybe not. That is so difficult because you just can't see them. You can't see them at all. All you're looking at is a light and that's it. There's more coming behind, but I'll just give them a chance to get over here. I'm just going to take the brightness down. I'm going to try and make it so that so it don't be as fuzzy as I can. Just going to try a few different things quickly before the other one gets here. Right. Hopefully the picture should be a little bit better, but obviously it's a lot darker. But the plane should pick up all right now. Yeah, so I've lowered the ISO right down. There's loads more coming in behind me. So it obviously makes it a lot darker. You can't see the outline of the plane so much, but stopped it from being as blurry. So this is quite a good setting, but you can't see much. You can only see the lights of the base. You can't see anything on it, but I think this looks good like this. So and I think that's giving you a better picture, not so blurry. There's a whole load of them coming in together now. Look at that lot. Well, that little kid likes them, anyway. I can hear another one above me somewhere as well, behind. Just finding that happy medium to get the... I mean, it's better when they're taken off. You can keep it up like that, but this is definitely better. It's got a bright old light on the front of that. Told you there was bears here, didn't I? He landed a long way down that runway. I thought he was going to go round for a second. There's only one sound better than that in the world, and that's loads of money coming out of a fruit machine. Just keep seeing more appear in the distance, tiny little dots, and then they get there. They seem to keep coming and keep coming. There's some more over there. I hope Jonathan's counting, because I've lost count ages ago. Tried to zoom in a little bit more on that one and stay with them, but that's quite a difficult thing to do when it's night time and follow them around when that's zoomed right in, because they come across really fast. You've got to like literally run around the tripod. So it's quite difficult to do, but and keep it in shot as well, keep it steady. Right, they're now going to all refuel and they're all going to go back out again for us. If only. I'm disappointed there's no F-15s tonight, but hey ho. I don't see no more coming yet, so maybe that's all of them back. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the chat. Maybe Jonathan or someone's been counting, but there's no way I was counting them. Okay, 4 more maybe. Yeah, I don't think they are going to come back out again. I think 8 o'clock is their normal cut-off time. So, and they got back with about 5 minutes to spare, I think. So, I think that's about it. A lot. I can still hear them running, obviously, but I don't know. Once in my earphones, it sounds like they're coming back down this way, but I don't think they are. They're just really loud in my earphones. I'll give it a couple of minutes, but I think that's probably it for them, but we'll see. Okie dokie. Yeah, there's still a lot running, so but I think 8 o'clock is the cut-off. I'm not 100% sure. I know they did a couple of 10 o'clocks last year, but I don't think they are tonight. But there's a lot running still. Take my earphones off, that's all I can hear is F-35s running. Cool. Cheers Graham for being my eyes and ears down the other end. I hope you all enjoyed that one. It's the first night back for us on Lates. It was quite nice to see so many go out, but I would have liked to see some F-15s go out because you do like to see the carrots come from them. I think having the 2 engines, I think they look better at night time, but maybe another night. But yeah, it's been good to get back onto the night runs and stuff, and hope everybody that's new to the channel's enjoyed that, and if you've never seen it before, it's definitely something worth coming back for. If you are new and you've just subscribed, make sure you turn that bell notification on, because I do struggle to sort of notify you when I'm going to go live. It's always I have to try and fit it around what I'm doing, but we'll try and do as many nights as we can over the time that they're doing it. I can't promise it's going to be every night, because obviously I've got something else to do most nights, so yeah, so but we'll do as many as we can, because it's obviously different, and we'll carry on doing some days. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. There might be a possibility I might pop up somewhere tomorrow, but so I think I'm taking Lewis out tomorrow sometime, but I'm not sure where we're going and what we're doing. So yeah, just keep an eye on the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell, and then you'll know that I'm live. So thanks guys, I'll head out now before the battery goes completely flat, and we'll see you next time. This has been Libby for the Military Aviation Channel. See you later, guys.